Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope all of you are good, fine, safe, and healthy. Good afternoon, Sri. I'm sorry I got disconnected. I don't know why. I was trying to start my camera and somehow I got disconnected. Good afternoon, Coach Jashwant. Good afternoon, Sai. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope all of you are good. Uh, I actually made a problem in the last whiteboard. That problem has gone. Anyways, before getting into the problem, let us first start with what we are supposed to do. Keep your cameras off, and if you have any doubts, you can send your chats and doubt to the ID of Astik. Okay, so I've logged in by two IDs. One is Astik Udenia, the other one is Astik. You can log in and ask your doubts on Astik. Now, before getting on to the class, okay, before getting on to the class, let us first remind ourselves of what we were doing in the last class. Can anyone tell me what we were doing in the last class? What we were doing in the last class? Can anyone tell me? Am I audible to everyone? Let me check because types of acceleration. Okay, that means I am audible. So we had discussed speed, velocity, and we had discussed just types of acceleration, just one uniform acceleration, non-uniform acceleration. We had discussed. Okay, we have we have discussed we have discussed acceleration. Okay, so let us now. I actually wanted to discuss all the problems in one problem. So what I'll do is I'll again draw the same problem drew that I drew in the beginning, and let me talk about this problem. So in this problem, as you can see, you have a circle whose radius is r. Now you would be asking me, sir, we are doing motion in one dimension, but every question that you bring is of circle. Now what I want to make you understand is that when we are doing acceleration or velocity or speed, whether it's motion in one dimension or two dimension or three dimension, everything is same. The definition does not change. So I've given you some values here, and then I will also draw this. Zoom is not working properly today, I guess, but let us try to do whatever I can, and let us try to solve a question here. Let us try to solve a question here. And in this question, as you can see, a particle is moving from A to B, and he takes 10 seconds to move from A to B. Some things are written in the question. I hope you are able to understand the meaning of those points. Let us try to solve this question, and we'll try to put all the things that we have learned in this question. So let us first solve question number one from point A to B. Remember, the question is only from point A to B. From point A to B, tell me the value of L and tell me the value of delta R vector. Now I'm writing everything in symbols so that we also remember those symbols. What does L stand for? Anyone? What does L stand for? L stands for distance. Yes. So from A to B, you have to tell me, Swati, yes, distance traveled. And what does delta R vector stand for? What does delta R vector stand for? Delta R vector does not stand for position vector, Hannah. Delta R vector doesn't stand for position vector. Can anyone tell me what does delta R vector stand for? Delta stands for change. R stands for position vector. So delta R vector will stand for what? This entire term delta R. Yes, Manasa, it stands for displacement. Please do not forgive and forget. It stands for the displacement. Do we remember? R with a vector sign stands for position vector. Delta stands for change in position vector. Change in position vector is nothing but your displacement. Am I clear? So from A to B, let us go back to the first class and remind ourselves what is the distance traveled and what is the displacement vector. Can you give me an answer? I'm waiting for the answer. Answer for part number 1. From A to B, what is the distance traveled? What is the displacement? From A to B, what is the distance traveled and what is the displacement? Anyone? Pi r by 2 is what Chaturya Tejas tells me. Yes, beta, it is correct. So from A to B, I have to tell the length of this path, length of the quarter of a circle. What will be the length of the quarter of the circle? The total circle length is 2 pi r. Quarter of a circle will be 2 of pi r divided by 4. So answer will be pi r by 4. Do we understand? Do we remember this length? Distance traveled is the length of the path. Can I have some raised hands that we have understood, sir? We remember this length of the path is the distance traveled, and we were calculating the distance traveled only 7, only 8. Let me ask more students. Vahini, Arpit, Jaya, Swati, Charita, Yashwant, Rahul, Santosh, Swati, Anjali, Anushka, Deepak, Kevin, Raju, Sai Darshak, Sanjay with the specs, Veronica, Yashwant, Srilata. Are we all there? We have understood this. Pi r by 4 लिख दिया मैंने. It's pi r by 2. 2 pi r divided by 4 is pi r by 2. So that is the distance traveled. Now let us come to the displacement vector. Let us come to the displacement vector. You have to tell me 2 things about this vector. Because it is a vector, you have to tell me the magnitude. You have to tell me the direction. You have to tell me the magnitude. You have to tell me the direction. What is the displacement of this particle? What is the displacement vector of this particle? I have got 10 raised hands. Root 2r is the magnitude. Yes, Raju. The magnitude is definitely root 2r is the definite magnitude is root 2r. What about the direction? What about the direction? What about the direction? Now remember, if you remember what we did, displacement vector is the vector joining initial point to the final point. Initial point is A, final point is B. So I join a vector from A to B. Do we remember this, everyone? Can I have some raised hands, sir? We remember this is the displacement vector. AB vector is the displacement vector. We have found out its magnitude. Its magnitude is root 2r. How it is root 2r? You may ask me. This is R, right angle triangle. This is R, right angle triangle. So this is the hypotenuse. It becomes root 2r. You understand this? What about the direction? To tell me the direction, you can tell me this angle, this angle, this angle that I've drawn. 45 degree. Yes, Yashwant. 45 degrees is the angle. If you just say this one is good enough for me. Root 2r is the magnitude. 45 degree is the angle at which it is inclined. Am I clear? Deepak, am I clear? I have got some raised hands. If Jayashankar, Charita, Rahul, Venu, I hope everyone has understood. Now, please, those people, those students will raise hands who have not understood or who have a doubt. Whoever doubt, please raise your hands so that I can clear your doubt. This will clear everything that we have done till now. It's a revision, sort of a revision that we are doing. I'm waiting for any raised hands, for any doubts. Charita has raised hand. Yes, Charita, tell me what is the problem, beta? Your hand has disappeared, so I guess you don't have any doubt. Anyone has any doubt, please raise your hands. No, that is good. Now let us come to the next question, and we'll again trying to We are again trying to understand the entire topic in totality. What is question number two? Question number two. What is VA? What is V vector A? What is VB? And what is V vector B? Now I am just writing symbols so that you remember those symbols. That symbols are very important. So first of all, someone will tell me, all of you will tell me, what do you mean by this symbol that I've written? What is the meaning of the first symbol, VA? What is the meaning of the first symbol, VA? What is the meaning of speed at A? Yes, Anna, instantaneous speed at A or speed at A is the meaning of the first symbol. Now give me the answer to this one. Who will give me the answer? Who will give me the answer, Deepak? 5 meter per second, Chaturya says. And that is the answer. 5 meter per second is the instantaneous speed at point A. That takes us to the next symbol, V vector A. What does this V vector A tell me? What is the meaning of V vector A? Who is going to give me the answer? V vector A, V vector A. What does V vector A mean? What does V vector A mean? I'm waiting for your answers. Velocity at point A. Yes, Karthik. Yes, Jayashankar. Velocity at point A. Yes, Vahini. Velocity at point A. Now you have to give me the answer for velocity at point A, Vahini. Anyone, everyone. What is the answer? I got an answer. I again will like to 5J meter per second. Very correct. 5 is the magnitude, J is the direction, and meter per second is the unit. Yes, someone told me 5 meter per second upwards. That is also correct. 5 meter per second is the magnitude, unit, and upwards is the direction. Or you say 5J meter per second. Everything is correct. I hope you understand this. That takes me to the third symbol that I've written. VB. What does VB mean? VB, yes, Karthik, as you already pointed out, it means instantaneous speed at point B, instantaneous speed at point B, and Hannah has already given me the answer. What is the speed at point B? Look at point B, the black one, the black arrow is the speed, and it is 3 meter per second. That is the speed at point B. You are absolutely correct. What about V vector B? What about V vector B? What does V vector B mean? What does it tell you? What do you understand? Instantaneous velocity at point B. Very correct. It is instantaneous velocity at point B. Now, what is the value? You can call it in different ways. You can call it minus 3I. Why I'm calling minus 3I? Because it is going in the negative x direction. Minus 3I. You can call it minus 3I. 3 meter per second along minus I. Yes, Karthik, that is also correct. Or you can call it 3 meter per second. You write the magnitude and you write the direction like this, going backwards. That is also correct. But remember, you to tell me both things. You to tell me the magnitude, to tell me the direction, because we are talking about vectors. I already have 150 messages, still less. We must improve on it now. That takes me to the third category of questions. That takes me to the third category of questions. And the third category of question is this. Third category, third questions from A to B again. And again, I will not write it in words. I will write it in symbols. Tell me this and tell me V dabba vector this. Now, first of all, someone has to tell me what is the meaning of the first symbol. What is the meaning of first symbol? V in a dabba, V in that box. What does that symbol mean? Average speed. Yes, Karthik, it means average speed from A to B. Yes, Raju, you are correct. Hannah, you are also correct. Average speed from A to B. Yes, Siri, you are also correct. Now you have to tell me the answer for that one. Now you have to tell me the answer for that one. Go back and see what was average speed. What was average speed? Put that definition. Get me the answer. I'm waiting for your answers. What was average speed? Use the definition. Get me the answer. I will be happy. Average speed. No one knows the answer. Total distance divided by total time. Karthik, very good. You are making my work very simple. If I ask you a question, you give me answer, my works become simple. Total distance divided by total time. Look here, the total distance is pi r by 2. Total distance is pi r by 2. Total time is 10 seconds. If you can see at the top, total time is 10 seconds. 2 pi r divided by 10. So that is your answer for average speed. The unit will be meter per second. Am I clear? Pi r by 20 meter per second. Can I have some raised hands that we have understood this, sir? Only 7, only 8, only 10. Let me call some names then. Okay, it's coming up. 15. It must get up to 20, 25. Only 15. So I must see who has not raised hands. Okay, it's going up to 20. Great. That was average speed. Now you have to tell me, what does this box, what does this symbol mean? V average with a velocity symbol. It is average velocity. Yes, Anna. It is average velocity. So now you have to tell me two things. Now you have to tell me its magnitude, and you also need to tell me its direction. You have to tell me its magnitude. You have to tell me its direction. What is the average velocity or magnitude? What is the average velocity or magnitude? Go back and see what was the definition of average velocity. Total displacement divided by total time. No, Karthik, you have divided distance by time. That is not average velocity. Divide displacement by time. Total distance by total time is not average velocity, it is average speed. Total displacement divided by total time. Total displacement, the magnitude is root 2r. So it will be root 2r divided by total time is 10 seconds. So it will be root 2r divided by 10. Am I clear? That is average velocity. Am I clear with this? Root 2r by 10 along j nahi hai beta, it is not along j. Let us look at the magnitude. It is root 2r by 10. The direction is again in the direction of displacement. And the direction of displacement is given by this angle. How much is this angle? This angle is 45 degrees. So you can write it at making an angle of 45 degrees. Root 2 r by 10 making an angle of 45 degrees. Look at the green line. Average velocity is always, mark my words, average velocity is always in the direction of displacement. Average velocity is always in the direction of displacement. Am I clear with this point? Am I clear with this point? Great. That takes us to the last category of questions. You will now say, sir, you have asked speed, you have asked velocity. What about acceleration? What about acceleration? So here comes the question for category 4. The first question is, I have written a symbol. The second question is, again, I have written a symbol. I want you to understand these symbols because then the life becomes very easy. The life becomes very easy if you understand this symbol. So first of all, 200 messages. Congratulations, everyone. So first of all, you have to tell me the meaning of the first symbol. Instantaneous acceleration. Yes, Vaini. At which point? It is at a point. Instantaneous acceleration at point A. That is the correct answer. Instantaneous acceleration at point A. That is the correct answer. Now tell me the value. Going back, the diagram is there for you. Tell me the value of instantaneous acceleration at point A. Instantaneous acceleration at point A. Everyone is giving me the same answer. 6 meter per second square. But remember, acceleration is a vector. Remember, acceleration is a vector. You have only told me its magnitude. You have to also tell me its direction. So you say, sir, it is downwards. It is going downwards. See the figure. 6 meter per second square was downwards. So you have to say 6 meter per second downwards, or you can say minus 6j meter per second square. Am I clear? Am I clear? Without direction, vector does not make sense. If you talk about vectors and you don't say direction beta, you have done a grave mistake. You must take a bath in the Ganges, go and have a bath in Ganga and clear your paps because that is a pap. Vector without direction is a crime. Let us look at the second symbol. What does the second symbol mean? Instantaneous acceleration at point B. Very nice, Deepak. That is how you will say it. Now, every time you may not say instantaneous. Once you have understood it is instantaneous, just say acceleration. I'll understand. But remember, acceleration means instantaneous. Okay, instantaneous acceleration at point A is already done. The second one is instantaneous acceleration at point B. Tell me the answer. I've come back to the same diagram. Tell me the answer. Instantaneous acceleration at point B. Jaya Shankar has given me the correct answer. It is 2 meter per second square in the upward direction. Direction is important. Without it is a crime. Call it this way, or you can call it 2J and write the unit meter per second square. Am I clear with this? Yes, Karthik, instantaneous. Can I have some reason that we understood, sir? Not a problem. We have understood this instantaneous thing. 5 reads, 10. Only 10 people have understood this. 11. Okay, so anyone who did not understand this can now raise their hands. Okay. Fourth question is done. Let us talk about the fifth one. From point A to point B, find. From point A to point B, find this thing. Now, first of all, you have to tell me the meaning of this thing. What is this thing? What is this thing? From point A to point B, you have to calculate this. What is this? Average acceleration. Very correct, beta. This is average acceleration. Now you have to give me the value of average acceleration. This is the question. The question is here. Now remember, what was average acceleration? Go back to his definition. Go back to his definition. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. I'll give you time. No one with an answer? Average acceleration? Delta V vector divided by delta T. T is not a vector. So average acceleration is delta V vector change in velocity divided by total time. Now change in velocity means final velocity V2 minus initial velocity V1 divided by time. Now, what is the final velocity? What is the final velocity? What is the final velocity? What is the final velocity, beta? Which is the final point? Which is the initial point? This is the initial point. And this one is the final point. Point B is the final point. Point A is the initial point. Tell me what is the final velocity V2. V2 is the velocity at point B. How much is the velocity at point B? No, wine is not 3 meters per second square. You are doing a crime. God will not forgive you for this crime. You have to take a bath. Jaya Shankar is correct. It is minus 3i. Without direction, if we talk about vectors, it is a crime. Minus 3i. Minus 3i. You may just leave the unit because it just looks complicated with units. Minus 3i is the velocity at point B, which is the final point. Minus, what is the velocity at point 1, which is the initial velocity? Velocity at point A. Go back, see what is the velocity at point A. How much is the velocity at point A? 5J. Correct. So minus 5I minus 5J divided by total time is 10. This is your average acceleration. Are you getting my point? Is everyone getting my point? Remember the definitions, and then you will be able to do each and every question very simply. Are you getting my point, beta? We already crossed around 260 messages, 270 messages. Now, everyone, please lower your hands, and now those students will raise hand who have any doubt in what we have discussed so far. If you have understood what we have discussed so far, that means we have understood the entire topic up till now. Satvik has a problem. Satvik, what is your doubt, beta? Satvik has raised hand. Satvik, is there any doubt? Satvika. Okay, I've unmuted. Unmute yourself, Satvika. I've asked you to unmute. If you have any doubt, you can ask. You can't unmute.
Sir, good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, beta. Tell me what's the doubt.
Sir, explain fourth.
Fourth one, which is acceleration at point A and acceleration at point B. That's that one. Fourth one is acceleration at point A. Do you want me to discuss that? Acceleration at point A is the instantaneous acceleration at point A. So you see the acceleration was given as 6 meter per second square and the direction was downwards. So it was 6 meter per second square downwards. Downward is minus g. It is going along minus y axis. So that's why it is written as minus 6j. Am I clear, beta?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
At point B, acceleration is upwards.
Point A and point B.
Yes, so acceleration is upward. So see, this is your coordinate axis. This is plus x-axis. This is minus x-axis. This is plus y-axis. This is minus y-axis. We have 4 unit vectors. Along x-axis, we have I. Along minus x-axis, we have minus I. Along positive x, we have j. Along negative x, negative y, we have minus j. So that is how we write in vectors. Please go to the class of vectors, and if you have any doubts, you can ask on the Telegram group. Am I clear, beta?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, beta. Okay, anyone else with a doubt? Okay, so that means we are done with this. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to take some problems from your solved examples. And as I said, if you can even do even 30 or 40% of the solved examples, you would be doing great. So what am I going to do is, we are going to take some solved examples. Are we ready for that, everyone? To solve some solved examples. Okay, so I'll just, do you have your notes with you? Do you have your notes with you, everyone? Yes, sir. Okay, so we'll be doing, I'm trying to, okay, so what I'll do is I'll share this. Just a moment. So what we'll do is, we will be solving problem number 12, which is based on acceleration. Do you see that problem? Let me share it with you. Do you see this problem, beta? Problem number 12. The displacement of a particle moving in a straight line. The displacement of a particle moving in a straight line is given by S is equal to 2t square plus 2t plus 4. Do you see this question? Question number 12. Yes. What is the acceleration of the particle? Can you tell me what is the acceleration of the particle? What's happening? Can you tell me what is the acceleration of the particle? Displacement of a particle moving in a straight line is given by s is equal to 2t square plus 2t plus 4. What is the acceleration of the particle? Anyone? How are we going to solve this? Anyone with any answer? How are we going to solve this? Problem number 12. Anyone? Are you solving? Do you need any help? Do you need any hint? Anyone who needs any hint? Shall I help? No one gets an answer? It's by differentiation. Okay, great. Okay, so now you see the displacement of a particle moving in a straight line is given by 2t squared plus 2t plus 4. S is the displacement, it is in meter, and t is in seconds. How do I get the acceleration of the particle? We have done such questions previously, yes or no? We have done such question previously, yes or no? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I guess everyone is getting confused. So let me solve this one for you, and then I will expect you will solve the other one for me. Okay. So what is the question? Can anyone tell me what is the question? Can anyone tell me what is the question? The question was this: S is equal to 2t square plus 2t plus 4. This was the position of the particle, or sometimes people will say displacement of the particle. From here, I have to find the acceleration of the particle. I have to find the acceleration of the particle. How am I going to do this? So I know the acceleration of the particle is dv by dt. Yes or no? When he is talking about acceleration, which acceleration is he talking about? Which acceleration is he talking about? Which acceleration is he talking about? When someone says acceleration, which acceleration is he talking about? Instantaneous acceleration, yes. To find out acceleration, I have to find out velocity. To find out velocity, I must differentiate position or displacement with respect to time. Yes or no? Yes or no? But this question is not from DPP. This is from your solved examples. So first of all, let me find out velocity, which is the rate of change of position. In this case, position is given by s. So I have to find derivative of this thing. Do you remember derivatives? So to find derivative of 2t square plus 2t plus 4. What is the derivative of 2t square? 2 will come out. 2 will come out. Yes. So 2 will come out. In the derivative of t square will be equal to 2 times t. Please remember this. Then we have derivative of 2t. Derivative of 2t will be 2 will come out. Derivative of t is 1. Then you have to find the derivative of 4, which is a constant. That will be equal to 0. So it will be equal to 4t plus 2. Do we remember this derivative? Or is the question of derivative too difficult? Very good, Vaini. Now, once you get the value of velocity, you can find out acceleration. Can now anyone tell me what is the acceleration? Can now anyone tell me what is the acceleration? We'll do just one problem. This is just to remind you of the derivative part. That is why I have done this. Just to remind you of the derivative part. That is why I have done this. Remind you of the derivative part. That is why I have done this. How do I get the acceleration from here? I have to find, yes, Anna, correct, the derivative of 4t plus 2. I have to find the derivative of 4t plus 2. So that will be equal to 4 will jump out. 4 times derivative of t. Derivative of t will be 1. So 4. Then derivative of 2, which is a constant, will be 0. So answer is 4. Acceleration ka unit is meter per second square. So the answer is acceleration is 4 meter per second square. Is it a constant acceleration or variable acceleration? Is the acceleration constant or is the acceleration variable? Who will tell me that? Yes, Anna. The acceleration is constant because there is no t into it. Am I clear? Do we understand this? How we have done this? How many of you remember derivatives? How many of you remember derivatives? You all remember this? Can I have some raised hands? All of us remember derivatives. Yes, this is a revision bit I am telling you. If you don't revise, you might forget. That is why we have to keep on revising. Can you do one more for me now? Can you do one more for me? One more. On the same lines. On the same lines. Okay. Here comes the next question. The next question would be question number 13. Just after this. Remember, these are so-called difficult problems. And we are starting with difficult problems so that easier problems are already done. Problem number 13. The position of a particle varies with time as at square minus bt cube. At square minus bt cube. The acceleration of the particle will be 0 at what time? The question is put in a different way. You have to find out when is the acceleration of the particle 0. I have two raised hands, Karthik and Rahul. Do we have any doubt? Karthik and Rahul, do we have any doubt? No doubt, sir. Rahul has raised. Rahul, I have unmuted you. You can ask your doubt if what you have. Rahul, you can unmute yourself. Yes. Ask me the doubt. No doubt? Okay. Can anyone give me the answer to this one? Position of a particle varies with time as this thing. When is the acceleration 0? We have done some question like this. We have done some question like this. This is problem number 13 from your sheets, from your solved examples. Problem number 13. Problem number 13. I'll write the question and I'll wait for your answers. The question is x is equal to at square minus bt cube. Find t, find the time when acceleration is 0. Can I have some answers here? You have to find at what time acceleration is 0. You're also given some options. Time ke options are given. Option number A is A by B. First option is A by B. Second option is 2A by 3B. The third option is A by 3B. And the fourth option is 0. So out of these four, one must be correct. Anyone with a correct answer? I've already crossed 300 messages. Let me see if I missed any answer. Oops, where is the chat? Chat is here. Hanak saying 2AT minus 3BT. I don't know what do you mean by that. I need to have an answer. Hanak is giving me the answer 0. No, beta, 0 cannot be the answer. Let me do it for you. First, I will find the velocity. Velocity will be rate of change of displacement or rate of change of position. I differentiated one. Yes, Karthik, you are correct. A by 3B. First, I differentiate this. Differentiate AT square. It will be 2AT minus 3BT squared. I have differentiated both of these. I hope you remember the formula for differentiation. Acceleration now becomes dv by dt. Acceleration now becomes dv by dt. Differentiate once more. 2a minus 6bt. That becomes my acceleration. Acceleration is 0. That implies 2a minus 6bt beta. Look at the board very carefully. That is 0. From here I can find the value of t. T will be a by 3b. Am I clear with this question, beta? Am I clear with this question, beta? Anyone has any doubt? This is the time to raise your doubts. Anyone who did not understand, please raise your hands. Sir, we did not understand this. Clear. Hanak says clear. Karthik, raised hands. No one is giving me raised hands. I think Zoom is giving problem. People are getting disconnected as what I was. Anyways, the lecture would be recorded. So we have understood this. Okay. Okay. Now, since we have done this question, let me ask some more questions. What is additional question number 1? What is acceleration at t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 2 seconds? How much is acceleration at 0 seconds and 2 seconds? Can you give me the answer to this one? How much is acceleration at 0 seconds and how much is the acceleration at 2 seconds? Can anyone give me an answer? What is acceleration at 0 seconds and what is acceleration at 2 seconds? So to find acceleration at 0 seconds, a 0. Just put the value of t as 0. There is no t here. There is one t here. Just put the value of t as 0. It is not 2 meters per second square, beta. Just put the value as 0. This will become 0. The answer will be 2a. Am I clear? The answer would be 2a. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay. What is acceleration at 2 seconds? So put the value of t as 2 here. Put the value of t as 2 here. There is no t here, so it will become 2a. Put the value of t at 2 here, minus 12b. This is the acceleration at 12 seconds. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay. Now, is the acceleration constant or is it variable? Variable means it is changing. Is the acceleration constant or is it variable? Please tell me the answer to this one. Is the acceleration constant or is the acceleration variable? It is changing. It is variable. Am I clear? This is the question of variable acceleration. The previous one was a question of constant acceleration. Do we understand the difference between variable acceleration and constant acceleration? Am I clear? Variable acceleration and constant acceleration. Am I clear? Anyone has any doubts? Please raise them now. Now is the time to raise some doubts. Clear? Everybody is clear? If you have any doubts, beta, please ask them now. Okay. So this was, we have done 2 questions from your solved example. Let me take 1 or 2 questions from your DPP as well. I will be putting the solutions of the DPP today. So you can solve the DPP and look at the solutions. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay, so let us look at the DPP. This is your DPP. Section C is velocity, acceleration, and average acceleration. DPP, simple questions. Everywhere, if you solve them, you are done. Question number C1. Question number C1. A particle is moving with a velocity of 5 meters per second towards east. First is moving towards east. Then it changes to 5 meters per second north in 10 seconds. Find the acceleration. Find the acceleration. So you can draw a diagram like this. This is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. North, south, east, west. Initially, its velocity is, initial velocity is 5 meters per second towards east. So this is V1, initial velocity 5 meters per second towards east. Then the velocity becomes 5 meters per second, which is V2, 5 meters per second towards north. We were moving towards east. Now the velocity has become towards north. You have to tell me what is the average acceleration. Here we have not used the term average, but you have to tell me the average acceleration here. How do I get the average acceleration here? Average acceleration would be equal to how much? Final velocity V2 minus initial velocity V1 divided by time. So, great, Teja, you are done. You have done it correctly. Final velocity is 5 in the upward direction 5j minus initial velocity is 5 along I divided by 10 divided by 10. So it becomes, the average acceleration becomes 5I minus 5j divided by 10. If I divide, it becomes j minus I divided by 2. Am I clear? J minus I divided by 2. It becomes j minus I divided by 2. If I have to find the magnitude of this thing, you have to find the magnitude of this thing. How will you find the magnitude? We have already done how to find the magnitude of a vector. We have already done how to find the magnitude of a vector. So my average acceleration is coming as j minus I divided by 2. So I can write it as 1 by 2 minus I plus j. You have to find the magnitude of this. So that will be equal to half. Half will come out. Half is already there. Under root of, this is 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square plus 1 square is 2. So it will be root 2 divided by 2. So it will be equal to 1 by root 2. Am I clear? So average acceleration का magnitude will become 1 by √2. And what will be the direction? Direction will be given by 1 divided by 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. Tan theta will be 1. So it will be in the, this is minus I and j, minus I and j. North, south, east, west, minus I and minus j will lie in this quadrant. So it will be northwest. Am I clear? Northwest, yes. Well, I is negative and j is positive. So it will lie in the northwest direction. Do we understand this? Clear. Okay. Then there are other problems in the DPP. Chalo, we will do this problem number C3 as the last problem for today. The displacement time relationship of a particle is x is equal to a0 plus a1t plus a2t square. What is the acceleration of the particle? Can you tell me the acceleration of the particle? Can you tell me the acceleration of the particle? Displacement is given. You differentiate it once, you will get velocity. You differentiate it once more, you will get acceleration. Can you do it for me? Anyone can do it? 2a2 Deepak. So your answer is 4. I think that is the correct answer. So you differentiate it once. Derivative of a0 becomes 0. Derivative of a1t becomes a1. Derivative of a2t square becomes 2 times t times a2. 2t times a2. Then you find out the acceleration. Acceleration is the derivative of velocity. You find out the derivative of a1. What is the derivative of a1? The derivative of a1 is 0 because it is a constant, plus 2 and a2 are constant. So 2 and a2 will come out. What is the derivative of t? Derivative of t is 1. So answer will be, acceleration will be 2 times of a2. Am I clear with this concept? How to get acceleration from displacement? Yes or no? Can I have some raised hands? So as you can see, we have done almost the entire DPP and the solve example. One question is left. C4 and C5. Can you do them as homework? Okay. So please try this question as homework. And if you have any doubt in this, and also try questions from the solved examples which are given in your notes. Will you try them? The solved examples which are given in your notes. Do you have your notes with you, beta? Can you try the question from your solved examples? If you can do all the solved examples and all the questions from DPP, even 60% or 50%, you have done exceedingly well. So we have done your DPP till here. In the next class, we'll go on to equations of motion and see how these equation of motions will come. If you have any doubt, beta, you can ask me now. I'll be there in the room. Else, it's bye-bye from my side. I hope you stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.